selling music isn't the worst thing in the world if you're writing it with that in mindset.
Yeah.
Because then you're not always giving, like, not saying you're not giving your all. Like, you're giving your all talent-wise, but you don't have to give yourself.
All I wanna do is be here.
Yo, what's good, guys? My name is Sage, and today's guest is the lovely, the vivacious, the sultry.
Ooh. Hello.
Simone.
Hi.
I was really doing it.
Yeah, thank you, though. I appreciate that.
No problem. Where are you from?
That's like a difficult question. I was born in Virginia,
Okay.
grew up in, like, Miami, Fort Lauderdale area, and then moved to Long Island, New York when I was, like, 10.
Okay.
And then moved right after high school to Boston for, like, a minute.
Wow.
A grip.
Wow.
And then came back to New York. So I'm currently in New York and Long Island still.
Okay.
Yeah.
What brought you, like, back to the city then? Are you, like, what do you feel like?
I think it's because I went to high school here, and you know, like, high school, like, your friends. Like, you're not, sure, like, I had, like, friends when I was younger in Florida, but I don't, like, miss them because I don't really know them anymore. So New York just felt like, I don't know, like, all my friends are here. Why not just, like, come back here if I were to go anywhere?
Yeah.
So coming back here, like, I lived with one of my friends for a while, too, like, as soon as I came back. And then I was like, okay, like, let me do this again on my own. And then, yeah. I actually live back in my town from when I was in high school. So, like, literally all my friends are right there.
Wow.
Which is cool.
Yeah, so that feels like a little home.
Yeah.
So what, like, got you into music? How'd you get your start?
I took piano lessons when I was in Florida. And then when I came to New York, I was, like, in 5th grade, and they had, like, orchestra, band, whatever. So then I started an orchestra, and then I stopped taking piano lessons. And then in high school, I just took orchestra, like, throughout my whole, like, school career. And then in high school, I wanted to do chorus in 11th grade. And so then I joined chorus, and then I just was singing more, and that just, like, brought me full circle to knowing that I could sing.
Yeah.
And then actually, like, doing it.
Who are some of your biggest influences, whether it's in music or, like, even, like, through family members? What?
Like, influence in terms of, okay, it just changes a lot.
Yeah.
If I were to say then versus now, I think it's, like, two completely different pictures. Like, I was actually very much influenced by, like, folk music and, like, very, like, indie. Like, I was the guitar, like, just playing the guitar in the hallway for no reason.
Yeah.
Like, singing, like, Young the Giant or, like, Two Door Cinema Club. Like, very, like, indie bands, right? Just guitar, basic stuff. And, I mean, Alicia Keys was definitely, like, a core. She's the reason, like, I wanted to do piano lessons in the first place back in Florida. But she was great. And then my sister put me on to, like, some, like, Linkin Park and, like, some, like, Evanescence, like, a different, like, whole vibe. You know when we all go through that, like, 8th grade metal phase?
Yes,
I was in that for a while. And so, like, all that kind of just, like, I don't know, manifested itself in this weird, like, if you take, like, Blink-182 lead singer, like, just, like, that typical, like, rocker voice.
No, but I
like
see that,
flair.
like, I see that, I'm sorry to cut you off.
No. I mean, but that's what I'm saying. My influences are, like, these badass bitches like Doja Cat and fucking Dunya and this girl Nastasia. Like, these women are out here so sassy, but, like, so confidently, and I fuck with that shit so heavy, and that's, like, what I'm trying to pull. But I guess with the sound of, like, because I feel like for a minute, like, I don't know what I was doing, and then that, like, homie friend, I haven't held you before kind of sound came back because that's, like, really what I liked in the first place. So I'm kind of, like, messing around with that now and just putting in that confidence from, like, these other women that I'm listening to. But any music influences me. I don't care if it's, like, my little cousin singing or if it's Beyonce. Like, I just get inspiration from people expressing themselves, period.
So, like, what drives you to be a musician?
Like I said, it's, like, the only thing that people really liked, and it's the one thing I know that I'm, like, good at. Like, if I could, like, be, like, stand on one thing that's gonna, like, keep me afloat, is that I am, like, talented when it comes to music. And so I'd rather do that because at least I'm having a good time while still being in the society, but at least I'm having a good time.
Living in the matrix.
But, literally though.
Do you remember the first time you wrote a song? Do you remember the lyrics?
I do remember the first time I wrote a song. I think, okay, I don't remember everything. I haven't thought about it in a while. But I had to be in high school, because that's when I was, like, trying to do music at all. So maybe, like, 10th or 11th grade, I had a keyboard, and I literally was just like, oh, I had just watched Lemonade Mouth on Disney Channel, and they had this one song that I liked that just started off like so slow, and then it turned into like this like huge like dance number. And I was like, I want to do that. So I just like set up one day and played on my piano, like figured out these chords from the beginning to be like slow like theirs, and then this breakdown. And literally it was a song about it was called Crazy Good, and it was like it was basically the same music that I write now, which is just like keep doing what you want to be doing and like believe in yourself and like do not stop and like giving people so much encouragement. Oh my god, that song was great though. I can still listen to it now and be like,
that's
yo,
great.
that's just what?
That's so cool.
No, it's so cute. Like
you should drop that.
I know. I mean, I probably could like either drop it, sell it, just like do it for like a kid's thing. I mean, it was like a younger feel.
Yeah, okay.
So I feel like it would be beneficial for kids to hear. It was so cute.
Aww.
Yeah.
What are like, can you sing it?
Yeah, wait, I forget how it starts though. But I know the chorus is like, you're crazy good like a champion. Oh, you're lame for good and get a home run. Ooh la 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 la, ooh la 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 la. Oh, that is such a cute song, bro.
Yeah.
I should totally bring that back and just give that to like Kids Bop.
That'd be cute. So that like coin real quick. It's
literally
cute. So being you are a woman in this industry, how do you feel it affects what's it like being a woman?
Point blank period. It's interesting. I definitely like am not here to complain. Like as of right now, I have nothing to complain about. But if like you really are just asking me, like on a general standpoint, I feel like there are times where not a rager, not a rapper, not something that's always so like in your face. I feel like I have been told that like I don't fit the bill of a show, and like that's kind of discouraging. And then I also have been made to feel like I'm not, like I need to either go first just to get out of the way, or like go last, like so that it's like not.
So how did you get into songwriting? How did you get in to sit down with artists, and what would you say the process is like now?
So I basically got into songwriting because of that situation. Like I had never thought of writing music with anyone else.
Yeah.
Because I'm a control freak and I want to do everything.
Right.
So it wasn't until somebody came to me with the opportunity to do something, sell them something, and then after I sold her that song, he wanted to do an ongoing relationship as far as songwriting for her. Yeah. And she didn't want people to know that it was me, so then that's me stepping into ghostwriting. Right. And you know, from there I set my prices, and people heard about me through clients that just went to that studio because it's a pretty popular studio in that area. And then I actually linked up with this woman who was management to plenty of artists. And so linking up with her, I was kind of writing for all of her artists. Wow. So she really put me on. The studio itself put me on. Shout out Savage Sounds in West Hempstead. Shout out Lou Savage. Yes. Shout out Verna Mills. So they really put me on to songwriting, and I worked with the young girl. She was a pop artist. I worked with a young R&B artist. I worked with a Latin girl group. So different stuff, but you know, it was just cool.
So would you say like songwriting versus singing, like, I don't want to say versus, but like it just sounds like you're really passionate about like songwriting.
Yeah, I actually really am, and I think that was like. Yeah.
That's something else.
I think that was another reason why I had so much animosity against rappers, is that it seemed like it was so easy for them just like sit there for like 20 minutes on their phone and just have like something to say, but I never thought that it was like of substance, and I really pride myself on like having substance in what I'm saying. I'm never gonna write some piece. If I do that, there's some crazy music technicality going on in that song.
Exactly, to kind of
that shows you, okay, I'm showcasing something here.
Yeah,
I'm not just there, have this.
Yeah,
no,
I know what you mean.
we don't do that.
Yeah.
So, and you shouldn't do that. So, I always have a purpose in what I'm doing. So,
Right.
like I said, most of the time I'm songwriting, and I want you to feel what I'm saying, or at least paint a picture, have a moment. Like, I know we listen to music so frivolously at this point that we don't we don't see it for what it is. We have a whole night where we're like, okay, we're gonna go to the movies and watch this art form, or we're gonna go, like, you take a minute to take something in. So I think people sometimes too need to just see music as an event, as a spectacle, as something to just sit back and take in for what it is, and not always compare it to the next thing.
Oh my gosh, so true. I just feel like people are really trying to, it's like I said, it's oversaturated, and people think, that's why people think it's so easy to do.
Yeah.
I don't know where it probably has to do with the streaming.
Yeah,
and
well, I
all
think
that stuff.
social media
Yes.
definitely helped, just in terms of like people being able to co-sign you. So as soon as you were able to get like a bigger platform to like say something about you, and then that platform gets someone else.
Let's talk about what you're planning on releasing, because we didn't talk about the album.
Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about the album.
Join the club.
Join the club.
Come.
So yeah, Join the Club is in full effect. Join the Club has been making its way along for maybe like 2 years now. Not as like a concept already, but just the music and the influence. One of the songs I wrote started writing back in like 2014. So like we're talking like years of stuff, and it pretty much is a dark pop album. It's very, very
we talked about this earlier.
Demented, and it kind of reminds me of like My Twisted Fantasy.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Last we've heard on this episode of In the Cut, we were talking about Join the Club, Ximone's upcoming project. Yeah.
Yeah, so basically, Join the Club doesn't have a date yet, but soon, and will happen a little bit after I originally had planned. But that is because this month what you can look out for is my new single called So Scared, featuring my friend Vanna Oshun. It is basically just the moment to kind of talk about the shit that's going on for Black people in the world, but also in the U.S., and just my own personal experience with that. Vanna does a very beautiful monologue to open up the song, and it is very powerful and like very touching, and there's going to be a huge rollout for it, so not only can you look forward to the song, but like at least 4 other things along with the song, which is going to be super cool this month. But all Black History Month, we are just fighting for our fucking opportunity to speak, which is all we really have right now. So I want to use that time to like say what I have to say, and hopefully people fuck with it and just listen for a second. Just stop and listen, and then do whatever else you need to do with your day. But yeah, so that's something to look forward to, and then the album, of course, after.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm excited too.
It's been so lovely having
Yes,
you.
thanks.
Oh gosh, I love it. You don't know, this girl works so fucking hard.
Yeah,
I'm so excited for everything you do. You don't know. Man, Ximone, people, Ximone, with an X.
With an X.
Where can people find you?
You can find me on Instagram at the Ximone, THEXIMONE. My name is pretty unique enough though that you can just Google it and find me all over the place, which is great. So yeah, just like wherever you want to find anybody that you want to look up, you can look me up.
Lit! It's been real. In the Cut. Music unites souls everywhere.
Woo!